if I fought somebody, I would say, hey, look. Mm-hmm. The guy will look, and then I will hit him.
Right.
That's a mental game.
An unexpected surprise. Ain't nothing better than that. Drifting outside of your comfort zone and, in the food world, discovering things that you would have never thought of before. It's a lot of fun. I remember when I was 10 years old and I first watched an anime called Angel Cop. Never seen it before, knew absolutely nothing about it, but I learned very quickly the scuzzy era of anime. Oh man, that stuff got brutal. I mean, it's awesome, don't get me wrong, but wow. Now I got all kinds of gummies I wanted to try, but let's try something a bit more familiar to all of you. Sour Punch Bites. Now dude, these things used to come in these long straws, and I think they probably still do. Anytime you go to the movies, I would get these, a big old packet of like Whoppers or Milk Duds or something, and a disgusting amount of popcorn. And I would pump the popcorn full of gratuitous amounts of butter, and I would mix it all together. It made some sort of horrible, incestuous stew, and damn, it was good. Now I haven't had Sour Punch Bites in forever, and from what I remember about them, the real appeal wasn't the straw itself, but it was putting it inside of things. So you would combine it with like a Coke, for example, and you would use the straw as a straw, and you would drink stuff out of it, and that's kind of where the flavor was enhanced a bit. All of these things smell juicy as hell, man. They drip in with the juice, man. You dip one of these things in like some Minute Maid fruit punch or something, and then like, you shook it up a bit, and then threw it into my face. You would get a pretty good idea of what a bag of sour straws smells like.
Gummy bears will help it.
What are you trying to forget?
But the smells where the good things stop, because this thing just tastes like raw pizza dough. It doesn't have sort of the mushability that pizza dough would have. So even if I wanted to make these into like a giant Franken straw, it really wouldn't work out. Yeah, these suck. I'm never eating these again. But you know what never disappoints? Friggin' Starbursts, man! You just can't go wrong with the Starbursts! Now, I've seen a lot of different Starbursts pretty much come out throughout the years, but all of them seem to share the same kind of shape. You never really see a Starburst that's like massive, or a Starburst that's sort of outside of the normal little square shape that they seem to go for. Eating a Starburst is like watching Jeff Goldblum. No matter what he does, it's gonna be pretty fantastic, and the Ayers variety of them seems to have taken that sort of old school mentality, like the thing that's been around since God knows when, and makes it a lot softer and a lot fluffier. They're heavy. They got some heft to them. I thought if I squished them, they would just fall apart just like that. Such is not the case.
You're embarrassing yourself.
You're embarrassing me. You're embarrassing me.
Keep your voice down.
Now, Starbursts are known for being pretty mild in the flavor category, and these are certainly that. You have to eat a whole bunch of them to get any sort of like intense flavor out of them, but that's not their job. Their job is to give you that short little burst of fruit and kind of provide you with something that's a little more tepid and chilled out. It's not sour. It's more like a slightly bitter than sour and anything else. But good. Wonderful, wonderful texture to it. It's quite pillowy when you bite into it, and I feel like if they're going to make a gummy version of a Starburst, which apparently this is what it is, this is kind of the best of both worlds. And you can combine the flavors. Hell yeah, dude. And now we've got the blandest food of all time, Jello. Now, you might be asking yourself, how could Jello be bland? It's supposed to be a fruit sensation. So let me tell you something. Jello is the kind of food that you eat purely out of convenience. Nobody ever like looks forward to their day, like they're at work or something. It's been a long, stressful day, and they're like, man, I got a couple of Jello cups back at the house. I can't wait to dive into that. The fact that Jello is so cheap, like a little box of it is like 20 cents, and it's been like that for like 30 years. Kind of tells you all you need to know about the quality assurance of that stuff. You ever opened up a box of nitrite nylon gloves, and the second you do, you get that sort of like hospitally, weird, clean smell to it? That's what these smell like.
I'll help you, Jason. More candy, kid?
I gotta go.
Bottom of the barrel, generic, absolute schlock. Some type of like dollar store knockoff candy of what like a Skittles or like a Lifesaver wants to be. That's what these taste like. Utterly forgettable in every sense of the word, but am I even surprised? And I can't be. Wow, Jello tastes like crap. Wow, holy moly. I can't get mad at that. That's like getting mad at Violence Jack for being violent. Violent is in the name. Jello is in the name. Oh, it's bad, but it's about to get worse. Oh God, they're making chocolate now. Oh God, oh Lord. You ever seen somebody trying to make a chocolate pie? All they do is take a pie and then just fill it full of pudding. That's all it is. Which does not a pie make. There's nothing more reminiscent of a horrible childhood than chugging down a bunch of butterscotch Jello cups, bro. Oof. Back then, we used to have Cozy Shack rice pudding cups. That right there was the business. I'd eat one of those even today, and I finish off the whole box. Man, I got a Jello pudding cup coming my way. I'm thinking, oh God, what have I done to deserve this? All these Jello things have choking warnings on them, man. Choking here, choking there. I feel like I'm watching a bad battle rapper. I'll roll up with the night vision sight. Blow your brains all over the place. Christmas night. There they are, looking like a big old lump of plastic off of it. This looks like it fell off of a machine or something. It really does.
Listen, don't do this. For the love of God, I just want one more choo-choo. Please, cake.
You know the best feeling in life and the worst feeling in life are right next to each other? The worst feeling in life is the moment when you feel like you're about to throw up, right? You got the dry heaving going on. You feel like your body's sort of like rejecting everything you ever put into it. And the best feeling in life is like 10 seconds after you throw up and all that stuff is gone. I would say the Jello pudding cup chocolate cup is definitely somewhere in the middle of that. It is astounding how much this thing tastes like vomit. I mean, all the way down, all you taste is just this disgusting, filthy heat in the back of your throat, and it stays there. It never goes away. Vomity glue that sticks in your throat. That is shockingly bad. Oh my God. I will tell you the last thing my dear sweet mother told me. I hate you from the bottom of my heart. Get out of my house.
I give you a little shove, and I say, hey, come on, let's go.
Okay.
You gotta think on your feet here, Brendan.
Alright, I got one.
All right, what do you got? Go ahead.
Loving you is easy 'cause you're beautiful.
All right, so in that situation, Brendan, I'm gonna kill you. What you did there was more weird.
I tried to just do something strange that you wouldn't expect.